So we will move on. That ends announcements and presentations. We'll move on to consent calendar. All items are considered routine or implemented earlier council action and may be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion unless requested. A couple of things. One on item D, approve the regular minutes for the regular meetings of, it should read September 28th. So just to announce that correction, and that's in D. And then depending on what happens on I will not be voting on I. I'd recuse myself before Bay Hill's specific plan, but to encompass it for the betterment of the city in the interest of that. However, it does get pulled or there needs to be questions or discussion, then I'm going to need to depart and then come back. So are there items that anybody wants to have pulled for a separate vote? Separate vote. Not seeing any. Are there items that anybody would like to have pulled? Have for further discussion or comment. Councilmember Hamilton.
I'd like to pull item F for a brief comment.
Thank you. Councilmember Mason.
It's item M, please.
Got it. Thank you.
Not for a separate vote. I think just a comment should be fine.
Thank you. Vice Mayor Medina.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Wanted to acknowledge H, I, and J, the grants. I think it's really important that our public are reminded of the work involved to get these grants. Thank you.
Okay, so maybe because they're grants, maybe we take them collectively, if that's okay. So I see no other items. I'm seeing none others. So we will begin the beginning, and we'll go to F. Listen, Frank, adopt a resolution accepting the Crestmore Lomita Park Pump Station project as complete, authorizing the filing of the notice of completion with the San Mateo County Recorder's Office, and authorizing release of the construction contract retention in the amount of $316,564.55. Councilmember Hamilton.
Yeah, I just wanted to say a very brief comment on this. I think it's really important for the public to see that the progress that the city continues to make in completing needed work to reduce sanitary sewer overflows, as they can pollute our streets and leach into our stormwater system and eventually pollute the bay. This is critical work, and I just wanted to take a quick moment to thank all involved for completing this project and bringing it in under budget.
Thank you. Let's move on to, we're going to try to take these together, which was okay with the Vice Mayor, H, I, and J. H is adopt a resolution accepting the Tom Lehrer Grandstand project as complete. I is the adopt a resolution of the City Council of the City of San Bruno approving applications for the per capita grant funds in the amount of $205,635 for the rehabilitation of Pacific Heights Park pathways. And J, adopt a resolution authorizing the receipt of FEMA grant for a self-contained breathing apparatus compressor and authorize the appropriation in the amount of $59,119.39 for fire department.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, this is incredible. These three items, Laura fielded $150,000 from Measure K due to our supervisors, Pine and President Canepa. In addition to that, the San Bruno Community Foundation provided $25,000 through the Lions to fix the snack shack. Pacific Heights, $205,000 grant money to fix the pathways up there, and an air breathing equipment, another $59,000. So, when you add it all up, approaching $500,000, $410,000, and I think it's worthy to express our appreciation for staff to get these grants through, and we love them, right? Grants are good. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's move on to item M. Approve the City of San Bruno response letter to the San Mateo County Civil Grand Jury Report building greater trust between the community and law enforcement via the Racial and Identity Profiling Act. Councilmember Mason.
Yeah, thank you for this. And this is a nice piggyback off of the report we just heard. I did double check with City Manager Grogan before making this comment. So I just want to make sure it's on the record so that we're all approving the potential change if it's okay. But I'm looking at the responses to the grand jury recommendations, and it's page 3 of 5. And there's one R4 where it says each LEA should provide regular updates to their governing entities on their progress toward preparing for the required RIPA data collection starting on October 12th, 2021. And it says the response is this recommendation has been implemented and that the San Bruno Police Department has been providing regular updates regarding RIPA data collection to City Council for several months already. So I just wanted to suggest a change to the San Bruno Police Department has begun providing updates regarding RIPA implementation of data collection to the City Council. Just because I don't believe that the updates have been for several months, and I think that was just an unintentional error. But I just wanted to make sure that change would be okay to submit as our response. And with that said, that's my only comment and suggestion for, I don't know if this would even need to be an amendment, so the city attorney may need to speak, but just wanted to confirm that was okay to make that change.
So does staff have any thought whether this needs to be pulled for a later time, or any comments on that, or to proceed?
With council concurrence on that wording change, we can make the change subject to council approval on the item. And staff does concur with the change, and it is an appropriate clarification.
Okay, so I think that takes care of that. I think it takes care of all of the consent items. Again, keeping in mind, folks, that the announcement that I made on item D for that modification, you just heard Councilmember Mason on item M, and I will have, I am not voting on I, which is for the recusal. So any action from council?
Through the mayor.
Approve.
Oh.
I
think Councilmember Mason got out ahead of it. And then I'm going to ask for a second, then I'm going to go to the City Hall. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Hamilton. And then,
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, Vice Mayor.
Are you, I think you're talking about item L instead of I.
I apologize. Thank you. Thank you.
Said I.
You are 100% correct. Item L is in Larry. Thank you for that. I need stronger glasses. Okay, so it is to be noted, it's L is the item for me being recused. Okay, roll call, please.
Councilmember Hamilton?
Aye.
Councilmember Mason?
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar?
Aye.
It looks like we just lost Councilman. Oh, there he is. Vice Mayor Marty Medina?
Give a thumbs up.
Aye.
Mayor Rico Medina?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, that concludes the consent.